Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So I am having a little bit of a late start on this vlog because I did take pretty much the entirety of yesterday to recover from the Sunday night live show shenanigans. It wasn't too bad, I just wasn't really feeling my best. But yesterday I did manage to finish the book that I was currently reading at the end of last week's vlog, which is Lifelike by J. Kristoff. And I have also finally today made a start on my first book for Believathon, which is Malala by Thomas Taylor. So I will be getting into my thoughts on Lifelike and my thoughts on Malala so far in just a second. But first, I would like to say that this video has been very kindly sponsored by glassesusa.com. So glassesusa.com are an online glasses retailer. They have over 7,000 frames to choose from. All of their glasses come with free prescription lenses, and you also have the option of adding blue light filters, anti-scratch coating and UV filters to your lenses. The process of ordering the glasses is super easy. They have a virtual mirror feature where you can upload a selfie and you can try on all of their different styles of glasses. You can filter by things like size and shape. They offer a wide range of in-house brands as well as designer frames like Michael Kors and Ray-Ban. Even if you don't have your prescription to hand when you're ordering, they also have a prescription scanner app so that you can scan an existing pair of glasses and get your prescription from your existing pair of glasses. Like, I do not even understand how that technology works, but I do know that it is extremely helpful and extremely cool. And as well as all of that, they are extremely affordable. Frame prices start at $19. You get your free prescription lenses. You can add all of your different coatings. Standard shipping is free, and if you are unsatisfied with your purchase in any way, you can return them within 14 days for a complete full refund. So I have been a glasses wearer. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it has been a very long time now. I'm short-sighted, so I need them for distance. I need them for driving. I often wear them when I'm using my computer, which is why I got the blue light filters on mine to block out all of the harmful light from my computer screen. The current pair that I'm wearing are the Amelia E. Bridget frames. I'm not sure if these are my favorite ones. They may be my favorite, but I do actually like the other two pairs I'm going to be showing you as well. These ones are the Ototo Bolognas, and these ones are kind of funky. I do like these. They're not my usual everyday style, but I do think that they're really cool. And then tied for my favorite, we have the Ototo Macchiato. These are the only dark framed pair that I got. I do really like these. I think I look very studious in these ones. The ones I'm wearing are a darker frame color to these two pairs. In the past, I have always had dark framed glasses, but I decided to go for a couple of lighter options, and I do really like them, but you know, I had to have a pair of dark frames because now I have different pairs to go with different outfits, you know. And then as well as that, glassesusa.com very kindly sent me a pair of Michael Kors sunglasses. These two have the prescription lenses. Wow, everything just went really pink. These also have prescription lenses, which is absolutely fabulous because I've never had a pair of prescription sunglasses before. And let me tell you, it is incredibly hard to drive with a pair of glasses and a pair of sunglasses over the top. So I'm now absolutely thrilled to own a pair of prescription sunglasses. I'm just gonna take these off now because everything really is very pink when you're wearing sunglasses inside. That's much better. So a huge thank you to glassesusa.com for sending these my way. If you guys would like to check out glassesusa.com for yourselves, if you head into my description box, you will find a link to their website along with an exclusive offer, and you will also find a link to each of the pairs of frames that I have and also the frames that they offer that are compatible with blue light filter lenses. So as I mentioned last night, I did finish Lifelike by J. Kristoff. This was on my Bookopoly TBR to read a sci-fi, I believe, and when I left you last week, I think I said I was enjoying it more than I had been, but earlier in the vlog I wasn't really vibing with this. Now I did give it 4 stars overall, which surprised me. It only just got 4 stars. It was almost 3 stars, but I did end up really enjoying this in the end. So this book is an Anastasia retelling. You guys may remember last month I read Blood Air and I was very disappointed in the Anastasia aspects in that. This has redeemed the part of me that desperately wanted an Anastasia retelling. This is a post-apocalyptic story that has a setting that is very similar to the Fallout video games, and it follows a girl called Eve who competes in robot wars to try and make money to pay for her grandfather's medication because he is very slowly dying of cancer. Now, the main characters of this story are Eve, her best friend, and a boy that we meet just a little way in called Ezekiel, who is a lifelike. Now, a lifelike is a series of androids that were discontinued because in this world there are quite a lot of different types of robots and they are all bound to 3 commandments. The first rule they have is that they cannot harm a human. The second is that they must follow orders from humans unless this conflicts the first law. And the third law is that they must protect themselves, providing that that does not conflict with the first 2 laws. So the lifelikes were created to be incredibly human. They look human, they feel human. By all purposes, you cannot tell that the lifelikes are not human. However, they are still robots and they are bound by the 3 laws. So a couple of years before the start of this story, the lifelikes were created, and as they became more human, they started to have more complex thoughts and feelings and decided that these 3 laws were not right. It was not fair that they were designed to be so human, but fundamentally could not be human because they will always be considered inferior to true humans. And because of this, the entire line was discontinued and seemingly destroyed. Now, Eve and Ezekiel's storylines intertwine when Eve finds him broken down in a helicopter crash and takes him back to her home, only for him to mysteriously wake up. She thought that he was dead. He refers to her by a name that she does not recognize because Eve suffered some severe brain trauma 2 years ago, which left her with a robotic eye and a series of implants that have rebuilt her memories that she's lost when she was shot in the head. So this story is about Ezekiel, Eve, the best friend Lemon Fresh, Eve's robot dog Kaiser, and also a robot called Cricket, all going on, I wouldn't call it an adventure, a quest, a mission to discover Eve's lost past and recover her grandfather, who is kidnapped very early on in this story. So there were a couple of things I did not like about this. The first was the setting. Not my particular favorite. I don't even like the Fallout video games. That post-apocalyptic wasteland kind of setting is not really for me. I don't like the Maze Runner very much for the same kind of reasons. And I also didn't love J. Kristoff's writing style in this. It's kind of a mashup between the cheesy dialogue that we see in Illuminate and Aurora Rising, and also the melodrama and really dramatic metaphors that we see in Nevernight. Now, I love Aurora Rising, I love Illuminate, I love Nevernight, but I felt that the melodrama and the metaphor that is present in Nevernight really clashed with the setting and the vibe that was coming through in this book for me. It's interesting actually because when I reviewed Aurora Burning not long ago, I said that that kind of action-packed, really fast-paced, really cheesy, fun sci-fi story is not usually my thing, but in Aurora Rising and Aurora Burning, it completely works for me. And this is an example of what I mean when I say it doesn't work. I feel like I like those themes in space opera a lot more than I like them in any other type of story, because that was pretty much my main complaint about this. I did find the dialogue cringy, I did find the metaphors to clash with the vibe, but something that is true for me across all of J. Kristoff's books and something that remains true for me in Lifelike is that I really like J. Kristoff's characters. I loved all of the characters in here. The plot is also excellent. I really enjoyed the plot in here. And the one thing that had my head spinning was the ending of this. J. Kristoff does traditionally write really dramatic, really oh my god endings, and this was absolutely no exception. The ending of this literally blew my mind. I did not see it coming. When things started to happen, I thought, okay, maybe this thing is gonna happen, and then the thing happened and the character reacted in a way that I completely did not expect, and I just need to know what happens in the sequel to this because I'm shook. Honestly, I'm shook. I didn't see it coming and it absolutely blew my mind. So this got 4 stars. I'm really excited to read the sequel Deviate, and I believe that the 3rd book is called True Life, and that one is released in maybe July in the UK. But yeah, took me by surprise that I ended up really enjoying this, but once you get past the first 100 or so pages, which were very difficult for me, and if you can overlook the cheesiness and the writing, how it doesn't quite mesh with the setting, you may really enjoy this. And the Anastasia retelling in this is on point. Really love that aspect. So today I have started Malamander by Thomas Taylor. This one is also on my Bookopoly TBR to read a book that was picked for me by a friend. Gavin, who is the creator of Believeathon, did pick this one for me. This one is also my first Believeathon book for the prompt to read the first book in a series. I am only 20 pages into this. I read 2 chapters while I was eating. I have to say I really love the setup so far. The prologue or first chapter, I'm not sure which it was, describes a seaside town that's really eerie in winter but is like a fun seaside destination in summer, and that is pretty much where my dad lives. So I'm familiar with that situation, and I was like, wow, that really hit the nail on the head with that description. I don't really know a great deal about the plot of this because this was gifted to me by Gavin last year, so thank you, Gavin, for that. And I'm also reading it on his recommendation, but I do know that it predominantly takes place in somewhere called the Grand Nautilus Hotel. It follows a main character called Herbie Lemon, who is a lost and founder. He's in charge of all of the lost items at this hotel, and there is something to do with the legend of a malamander, which I discovered from the first chapter is somebody who is half man, half fish. So that is the extent of my knowledge on this, and I will of course come back when I'm a little further into this and let you guys know a little bit more about what's actually going on here. So I don't think I mentioned, I'm sure that you guys are probably aware by now, but the Believe-a-thon is a 2-week-long readathon. It started yesterday, ends on like the 24th, I think, and it centers around reading exclusively children's literature or middle grade books. I do have a TBR for it, which I will link up here, because I do go into what the Believe-a-thon is actually about, as well as, of course, the books that I'm going to be reading for it. I am going to be alternating, I think, between reading a Believe-a-thon book and a book on my Bookopoly TBR, because I'm just not reading a whole lot this month. I've just finished my 3rd book of the month, but one of them was only 100 pages. So yeah, I'm not doing too well. I'm not reading a whole bunch. I am doing a whole ton of work though. This morning I have edited from start to finish last week's vlog. It wasn't very long. I'm now in the process of uploading that. I've made the thumbnail. I need to get that ready for upload in like an hour and a half. And I'm also going to be editing my video for Thursday from start to finish today as well. So it is a very YouTube intensive day. And then when I've done that, I'm going to go and get on with some work. I need to make candles, but my jars haven't arrived. I ordered them, I think it was like last Wednesday now. I'm going to send a email to the people who I buy them off and find out where they are, because they are normally here within 24 hours. And I know there was a bank holiday on Friday, but still, that is still now 2 days after the bank holiday. They could have been delivered and they haven't been. So I'm gonna find out where those are before I start working, get on with editing that other video I need to do, and hopefully at some point today I will be able to get some reading done. Hello. So it is 11:45 a.m. No, it's not. It's 11:45 p.m. I've just finished the last thing that I needed to do today. Finally, it's been 12 hours. I took 2 hours for my dinner. That was it. So it was 10 hours I put in today, and I've achieved very little as usual. I've made the decision today. I've just actually finally done it. Grace and Honey is now closed. Grace and Honey is closed until I can catch up, because I need to accept that I'm only human. I'm only one person. I can't get anyone in to help me right now because of lockdown. So yeah, we're shut for a little while, just while I catch up. My main problem is that I have literally no idea how much stock I have left. I don't know whether people have ordered more than I actually have in at the moment, and I have too many orders outstanding to get a decent estimate without it taking me a good few hours, which a good few hours is not something I have right now, to work out exactly what I have in stock and exactly what I need to buy. So sadly, the only option I had was to shut. I'm hoping not to be closed for more than 2 weeks. I have a very exciting release that I'm currently working on. The May release isn't happening. I just can't get the fragrance levels I need for it, and adding to what I'm already doing is just asking for trouble, to be honest. But I do have a very exciting release coming. I don't think it's been announced anywhere. I think it's pretty much known to quite a few people what is going on, but I'm releasing a range of candles like I released last year for a certain event that's going to be happening in the next couple of months. They are already in progress. Around half of them are done. I have the fragrance oils for the other half, and I need to get on with making labels. So that will be coming on June 8th, if not earlier, and I will definitely be reopening for that. So I'm just going to take this time to take stock, literally take stock of my life and get my shit together, get ahead on everything, or at least get back on track, and then probably take a few days. Actually, I'm going to clear all of my orders out, and then I'm not going to do absolutely nothing. I need to sort my house out. I'm going to do some life stuff for a few days, and then I will reopen again. So it's a little bit sad. It's a sad day, but it's growth. You know, I'm not doing it because I can't handle it. Like, it's not me, it is the amount of orders. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, just generally. Thank you for all of your orders. But this is what business growth looks like when you're a one-woman candle making machine. I literally am just one person. I do everything myself, and eventually, you know, you gotta say enough's enough and you gotta take a break. I'm not sure whether this is going to be the future of Grace and Honey, whether I'm going to have to shut frequently to be able to keep on top of things, but but it may just be a case of doing it now, because I think what happened is we went into lockdown and we knew it was coming, but it was kind of sudden because it was active as of the day after it was announced. And from then on, I had a lot of trouble getting hold of stock, which put me behind straight away. I've had quite a few orders recently. I'm just steadily getting busier. Like I said, it's business growth, but having that setback has meant that I'm constantly on the edge of my dispatch times. I keep falling behind, getting a few days ahead, but then combined with everything else, I'm just not staying ahead. So hopefully just shutting now for 2 weeks will allow me to catch up, and then everything will be fine. But if not, it may be periods of being open for a short while, closing for a short while, and seeing how we go. And the irony as well, I had Goodbye to You by Michelle Branch playing in the background as I was doing it, just because that's what I was listening to at the time. And the lyrics are, goodbye to you, goodbye to everything that I knew, you were the one that I loved, the one thing that I tried to hold on to as I was shutting down. But yeah, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for all you do for me. It's time to catch up, and then we can reopen stronger. Good morning, guys and girls, and it is actually morning. Who even am I? So I'm actually supposed to be doing some work at the moment, but I forgot to charge my mouse, which is an issue that I have all the time. It tells me that my battery is low. I think that I'll charge it as soon as I've done whatever I'm doing, and then I just walk off. So I'm waiting for that to get a little bit of charges, that I can print some postage labels and get out a couple of candle orders. Still waiting on those jars. I did send the email I said I was sending yesterday. I've had no reply, so I may have to order some new ones. I'm guessing that the other ones are just delayed, because this is a company that I use a lot and I usually don't have too many problems with them. So as I'm currently waiting for my mouse to charge, I thought I would come and let you know a little bit about Malala by Thomas Taylor, because I am currently on page 152, which is around the halfway point, and I actually know a little bit about the plot now. So this follows a young boy called Herbie Lemon, and honestly, one of the best things about this book so far is the names. The main character is called Herbert Lemon. The girl that comes into it in the first chapter is called Violet Palmer. The town that this is set in is called Erie-on-Sea, which is your typical seaside town, really busy in summer, everyone thinks it's amazing, and then in winter it is a horrible, cold little ghost town, and I say this from experience. So all of the characters that are part of the town, all of the people who work in the town, and there are quite a few characters who've been introduced so far, all have C names. Like the manager of the hotel is called Mr. Moloch. I think the woman who works at the front desk is called Amber Griss. We also have a writer in here called Sebastian Eels, and yeah, they all just have C names like that, and I do really like that about this book. So the plot of this is that Herbie Lemon is a 12-ish-year-old boy. He's not exactly sure how old he is, and he's the lost and founder at the Grand Nautilus Hotel, which means that he's in charge of all the lost property and returns it, or at least tries to return it, to the people that it belongs to. In the very first chapter of this, a girl bursts through his window, which is Violet Palmer, and very shortly afterwards a man who is known as the Boat Hook Man at the moment appears at the hotel looking for this girl. Now when they get rid of the Boat Hook Man, Herbie Lemon finds out that Violet Palmer is the child of two people who went missing in the hotel 12 years ago. It was very mysterious circumstances. Violet Palmer was a baby and she was left in the hotel room that her parents were staying in for the night, and down on the beach 2 pairs of shoes were found that belonged to her parents, and there were footprints leading into the sea. So Violet has returned to the Grand Nautilus Hotel to find Herbie Lemon specifically because she is lost and she wants to be found. So the two of them go on this quest to hunt down clues and find out what happened to Violet's parents, as she's not entirely sure that they're dead, as is the common belief. They are just currently missing. Legend of the Malamander, of course, also comes into this, which is a local legend about a creature from the sea that is part fish, part man, and that legend kind of weaves through this narrative as they are searching for Violet's parents, as the two are somehow connected. So I am enjoying this so far. I can't say I overwhelmingly love it, but I think that the writing is good, the story is interesting. I really like the names in here, as I said. I also really like the setting. I have lived in one of these horrible broken down seaside towns that everyone seems to forget when the summer season is over, and I do think that Thomas Taylor did a very good job on the portrayal of that kind of setting. At this point I'm bang on halfway. I am hoping to finish this tonight. 150 pages left. If I actually sat down and read this, it would probably take me about an hour, but I just have the worst attention span at the moment. I just keep picking up my phone after every chapter, which when I'm reading epic fantasy isn't too much of a problem because it takes me a while to get through a chapter, but in this I'm averaging like 2 pages a minute and the chapters are only like 6 to 12 pages long, so I'm picking up my phone way more often than I should, and not reading as much as I should. So that's where I'm up to with Malamander. I will come back and check in with you if I do indeed manage to finish it today. I'm going to pack those candle orders now. I'm then going to get all of the candles that I already have made into boxes to see what I can actually do, if there's anything else that I can dispatch, although I do think I really need those jars. And then I will probably spend my afternoon printing plaques, and then I should be caught up on the plaque side of things. So as soon as the jars arrive, hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be able to catch up on the candle side of things and then reopen the website. But we'll see how I go. I'm still planning on taking it easy for a couple of days when I have caught up on orders, although to be fair, I could open the website and then still take a couple of days to enjoy life or something, I guess. I don't know what is enjoying life, who even knows, but I've had my mouse on charge for like 15 minutes now. That should give it enough to do what I need to do, and then I'm going to try and remember to put it back on charge while I'm not using my computer, but whether that happens or not is anybody's guess. It's a little bit later in the day now. I think it's around 9 p.m. I'm still working on those plaques I was printing. I managed to pack the candle orders that I could pack, mainly clearing Etsy because I get a lot more like single candle orders on there. This is information that you don't need to know. This week's vlog is going to be long, I can already tell, but I haven't finished Malamander yet. I have around 90 pages left of that, I believe, so I have made quite a bit of progress since earlier. But anyway, these two arrived. I'm assuming that these are off my Amazon wish list and are a little bit late coming through. Don't remember if I'd mentioned it in this vlog, but I've had a couple of Amazon parcels delivered to my dad. In the live show on Sunday, I kind of gathered that I'd done it, but then I realised that it wasn't me who did it. So if at some point you realise you've sent me a gift and it hasn't arrived, it may have somehow ended up at my dad's house, but I may be able to go see him soon, so I'll go collect it when I do. Okay, so let's crack these open. So first up we have, oh, Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Cordova. I love these covers so much. So this one is from Christy. Becca, I'm sorry I missed your birthday. No worries at all. I read this and loved it and hope you do too. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Can't wait to buddy read another book with you. Hugs from Christy. So forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but this is the first book in the Brooklyn Broha series. I've heard some really great things about this. It is a Latinx witch story about a girl who on her death day celebration performs a spell to remove her powers because she's the most powerful witch of her age, but she doesn't want to be. But her spell backfires and she ends up making her whole family turn invisible. So very excited to read this one. Thank you, Christy, for sending it my way. And then the second one, oh, this one is Faye by Cassandra Faye, ironically. Oops. Oh, this one's from Zah. Hope it's good and sounds fascinating just like every word you speak, my ethereal bow. Oh my god, this one is from Zafina from the Cyclonics. I love you so much, Zaf. Thank you so much for sending this my way. This is one of the books that I added to my wish list when I was looking for fantasy romance. So this one was recommended at some point in my troll through Goodreads for fantasy romance that was really highly rated. It's the first book in the Daughters of Eltara series, and it follows a girl who's called Faye. I don't think she is Faye, but her name is Faye, and she is immortal. She's been cursed and she's damned to be a slave forever. And it also follows a man called Kiernan, who I believe is some sort of warrior, and for some reason as soon as he sees this immortal woman, he cannot get her out of his mind. So it is just, it seems from the synopsis, typical fantasy romance. You guys know I'm looking to dive into this genre a little bit more, so I do hope this is one that I enjoy. And also thank you so much to Christy and Zafina for gifting these to me. You guys are honestly the best and I'm so grateful. I'm so excited to get to both of these as well. So as I said I was planning to last night, I did finish Malamander. I gave this one 4 stars overall. Like I mentioned the other day, I really like the setting. The characters are good, don't love them, but I liked them. They were good. The writing in here, pretty good. The plot is pretty good. Pretty much actually, I don't have too much to say about this. Aside from that, I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. It did only just come in at 4 stars, the same as Lifelight did. It got exactly the same rating, but yeah, I did like it. It's not something I think that's going to necessarily stick with me, but I do think that Thomas Taylor did a really good job of capturing the setting in here. There were a few really magical elements of whimsy that I really loved, especially the eerie book dispensary, but overall it was good. I liked it. As I'm sure you guys probably know by now, reviewing children's books is not particularly easy for me because I don't read a whole ton of them, but I did enjoy this one, and if you're looking looking to read a new fun fantasy mystery children's book anytime soon, would recommend that you pick this one up. So this was my first Believeathon book for the Poacher's Pocket Inn, and it was also on my Bookopoly TBR as a book picked by a friend, and Gavin picked this one for me. Gavin also gifted this one to me, so thank you, Gavin, on both counts. So now that I finished this one, I am going to be moving on to The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. This was on Bookopoly for Instagram recommends. This is not a children's book, it's an adult fantasy inspired by Russian folklore, so this one is not on my Believeathon TBR. I am going to be dipping between Bookopoly and Believeathon over the next couple of weeks because I have not been reading much this month, so I'm behind on Bookopoly, and I also have like Royal Assassin to read and things like that. So I'm going to be switching between the two. This one is actually 350 pages, which is shorter than I thought it was. This is an adult fantasy that's heavily inspired by Russian folklore. We follow a girl in here called Vasilisa who lives in this northern town in Russia. The majority of the townspeople worship the old gods. Then unbeknownst to the people, these spirits do give them protection, and all this changes when Vasilisa's father marries a very devout Christian, and she brings a priest with her who starts to convert the people of the town to Christianity and away from the old gods, meaning that the old gods are left without tribute, and this invites a whole host of evil spirits into the town. So this is the second book in the series. It's called the Winter Night Trilogy, I believe. Absolutely loved the first book. The second one I think has a change of setting. I think we're heading into the city in this one, so I'm interested to see how that setting switches up the dynamic of this, but I'm very excited to read this one because I want to know more about, is it Morozova? Is that what he's called? I haven't got to him yet in the book. I'm on like page 6. I just read the prologue last night, but yeah, I'm really excited to start this one properly. So I do have some things to do today. I'm turned into a little ball of stress, I can't lie. My jars still haven't arrived, still no note from the company, so I'm going to have to go to Wilko and see if they have any jars in, but they sell them in packs of 12 and they normally only have 2, and at this point 24 jars is not really going to make a dent in anything that I have to do, but yeah, needs musts because I just can't get hold of the company that I ordered my jars from, which is very strange because I've been ordering from the same company for 3 years now, I want to say, and it is unlike them to do something like this. So I hope everything's okay with them, and I hope that my jars arrive soon. And then I also need to post out some plaques today and make a batch of body butter, I think I'm doing today as well. But before I go and get some work done, I do have this stack of things that arrived for me this morning. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have 2 Amazon parcels from my wish list. We have this one, which is a fairy loot, but it's not actually a fairy loot. This one is from Robbie. And then we have this one, which smells delightful and I think is very possibly from Jade. So I'm very excited to get into these and find out what is in them. I think I'm going to start with the Amazon parcels. Oh, doorbell, one sec. So funnily enough, the doorbell was in fact another Amazon parcel. So let's get into these. I'll start with the one that's just arrived while it's now on top. This is a very pretty hardback by the looks of it. Oh, Bats of the Republic by Zachary Thomas Dodson. Oh my god. This is again from Zaf, so thank you so much, Zaf. Oh my god, I love Zaffy so much. Her note says, I have this, so excited for thoughts. So I added this to my wish list on recommendation from my friend Najwa, who mentioned this to me when I was talking about the Book of S one day, and said that it's full of all kinds of mixed media, which as you can see it is. Now you guys know me, I love a mixed media book, so if you tell me that something is like a case file or made up of all kinds of different elements, then I'm automatically sold. And wow, this looks super complicated. We have like family trees in here, there's passages from like other books in here, there's handwritten letters on stationery from the Museum of Flying, and also we have some illustrations in here of animals. Oh wow, I've just taken the dust jacket off. Look at this, and also this. Wow, thank you so much, Zaf. Zaf is honestly one of the lights of my life. I love her so much. So this is a post-apocalyptic story. I didn't look into the plot of this too much, but it starts in 1843 when a naturalist has to leave Chicago to deliver a secret letter to a general who is an infamous commander camped 1,000 miles away. And then 300 years later, the world has collapsed and the remnants of humanity clustered in walled city-states survive in a strange society of paranoia. So yeah, yeah, wow, I am excited to read this. I've never seen a physical copy of this, so while I knew it was mixed media, I didn't know how it was laid out exactly, but honestly, I am so interested to go through this book. Wow. And I need to look into it on Goodreads properly to see what kind of genre it's actually classed as, but I kind of want to say that if dystopian comes up anytime soon, I do need to read the new Hunger Games at some point. But aside from that, if dystopia comes up on Bookopoly anytime soon, I may be picking up this one because I'm super excited, and it doesn't seem quite as intimidating as the Book of S does, which is, it's a lot. The Book of S is a lot. Ooh, Oathtaker by Audrey Gray. Oh, this is from Maura. Happy birthday, Becca. Hope you have a wonderful day. I think this will be late coming, but it's always nice to get a gift after the day too. Honestly, there's nothing better than when the birthday gifts keep coming. I'm having the best time, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you, Maura, for Oathtaker. So this is similar to Fae. It is a fantasy romance that is very highly rated on Goodreads. I've also heard this series compared to Sarah J. Maas a little bit. And honestly, I just really love the cover of this. I am a sucker for a self-published book that has a great cover. I don't know what it is, I love it. So this one says, after the Prince of Penrith has saved her from captivity, Haven Ashwood spends her days protecting the kind prince and her nights secretly fighting the monsters outside the castle walls. When one of those monsters kidnaps Prince Bell, Haven must ally with Archeron Hearthbane and his band of immortals to rescue her friend. So excited for this one as well. Thank you so much, Maura, for this. Ooh, a map. Ooh, it's a pretty map as well. We like this. And final Amazon one. This one's a hardback. Ooh, Never Contended Things by Sarah Porter. This one's from Brit. It says, why do I always forget birthdays? I'm the worst. I honestly don't know anything about this book, but the cover looks bloody amazing, so it better be good. Haha, happy birthday from Brit. Thank you so much, Brit. This is one that I am very unsure about. Ashley brought this to my attention, actually, and it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one from what I've heard. I'm just gonna read the dust jacket to you for this one. Seductive, cruel, bored, be wary of never contented things. Prince and his fairy courtiers are staggeringly beautiful, astonishingly cruel, and exhausted by the tedium of the centuries, until they meet foster siblings Josh and Senior, I want to say. Drawn in by their vivid emotions, undying love for each other, and passion for life, Prince will stop at nothing to possess them. First seduced and then entrapped by the fairies, Josh and Senior learn that the fairies' otherworldly gifts come at a terrible price, and they must risk everything in order to reclaim their freedom. Okay, so in the reviews of this and in the Goodreads synopsis of this, I heard that this was a little bit incesty. I heard it was a dark romance. I heard it was a little bit weird, but I think it's actually quite lowly rated on Goodreads because of those elements. But from the inside flap, I just learned that the main characters are actually foster siblings, so it's not really as incesty as I thought this was going to be. But yeah, this is a dark romance, I believe, that is incredibly fucked up. I think Jean from Jean Bookish Thoughts added this to her Goodreads to be read, I want to say, and Ashley saw and looked into it and told me about it. So yeah, I hope I enjoy this one, but I think it's definitely going to be a wild ride regardless. So thank you so much, Brit, for sending this my way. And now on to the two boxes. I'm so excited for these. I have a feeling I know what this one from Jade is. I also have a little bit of an idea what is in the one from Robbie as well. The more I get into this box, the stronger the smell gets, so I think I'm right on what this entails. Yeah, thank you so much, Jade. This is a box of Lush goodies. Oh my wow. Hi Becca, I thought I'd treat you to a little pamper box for your birthday. I hope you enjoy, but who doesn't love a little bit of Lush? Happy birthday, love from Jade. Thank you so much, Jade. I've run out of Lush stuff. I think I have one bath bomb left, but I don't know how to get into these without just tipping the things. Okay, they're just gonna have to go on the floor for now. I want to see if oh, whatever this one is, it smells amazing. Ooh. Oh, this smells like, is it Comforter? It's a creamy candy pink candy floss soak, so it's actually Snow Fairy. So this one is a creamy candy bubble bar, and oh god, that smells amazing. Oh Jade, you know me so well. Oh, this one is the Sex Bomb bath bomb. I was gonna place the Lush order as well at some point, but Jade has kindly done it for me. Oh, is this is Honey I Wash the Kids. Oh my god, this is my favorite Lush scent. Oh yeah, Honey I Wash the Kids. This is the same scent that is in my shampoo bar. I love this one so much. Beautiful. Ooh, this one is strawberries and cream. And then the last one is, this one's like a sherbety scented one, and this one is a dragon's egg. Thank you so much, Jade, for these, especially this one. Oh, I love Honey I Wash the Kids so much. But yeah, oh, thank you so much. I ran out of bath bombs and I thought I was going to have to order some. I also need a new shampoo bar, and I was going to look into some moisturizer because your girl is crusty. But yeah, thank you so much for restocking my bath bomb collection. And then finally we have the fairy loot from Robbie that isn't a fairy loot. Let's see if I can get in this. I believe we're going to have some Lush goodies in here as well because Robbie works at Lush. Oh. Oh, the smell coming from this box. So first off, we have a card that says, to Lady Becca. Oh, even the envelope smells amazing. To the amazing Becca, I hope you have the most amazing birthday month. I'm so grateful that you brought your beautiful soul into my life. You inspire me more than you know, and I hope this box of goodies brightens your day. Lots of love, Robbie. Thank you so much, Robbie. Robbie's channel is And His Nose Stuck in a Book. He has sent me a little box of goodies before because he's too generous. But as with everybody who's gifted me things in this little unboxing section of my vlog, I will put Robbie's channel down in my description box if you want to check him out. He is honestly just the sweetest soul. He brings so much joy into my life. Okay, so we have a lip scrub. Oh, I don't have this one. This one is Eve's Cherry, and it says cherry and peach linger on the lips after the first forbidden taste. Oh, Jade will love this. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, it tastes like tangy cherry. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Thank you, Robbie. We also have a Nana shower gel. I haven't had this one before. It's a creamy one. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it smells like bananas. Oh yeah, but like real banana. Smells like a smoothie actually. Oh, he's also individually wrapped all of this stuff. Wow. He's got me a Honey I Wash the Kids soap bar. Oh, thank you, Robbie. So this is this one. I love the little honeycomb on it, but I love absolutely anything that's Honey I Wash the Kids. This one is Yuki High. Your chance to smell wicked like a wildfire with this jasmine bath bomb with a floral surprise inside. Ooh. Oh, that smells good. This is like, honestly, I own a Lush shop now. Like, wow. I'm eating it. I mentioned this. I'm allergic to dust, so a crumbly bath bomb will always get me. This one's Cheer Up Buttercup. Even a cruel prince couldn't stay after soaking in these uplifting neurally waters. I just realised he's wrote Bookish things on them. Oh my god. Robbie, I can't believe it took me to get to the cruel prince to realise. Like, I noticed wicked like a wildfire and I was like, oh, maybe that's just a saying. No, completely missed the Starless Sea reference, like 100%. Oh my god, the door again. Nothing exciting came in that delivery. It was stock for Curtis. Oh, this one has smashed into 3 pieces. Oh, but it smells good. So that one's the Cheer Up Buttercup, which I'm literally just going to pour the bag into my bath. Pirates of the Caribbean. Time to take a trip on your own Black Pearl with this Pirates of the Caribbean inspired bath bomb. Robbie, why are you so kind? Oh, it's this one. Okay. This one comes in a little plastic case, and I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this without me tipping it everywhere. This one is a treasure chest. That one's like a very fresh smell, which makes sense because Pirates in the Sea. Aubergine. He got me the aubergine bath bomb. Inspired by the aubergine emoji, so run yourself a nice bath, grab yourself a romance, and enjoy the company. Robbie, are you sure you're not Gavin in disguise? Oh, there we had the aubergine bath bomb. And the last one is the Goddess Bath Bomb, inspired by Ariana Grande, God is Woman. Chuck this in the tub and transcend into the book Goddess. I already know you are. Robbie. Glittery though. She's gonna make me sneeze again. Would not recommend eating bath bombs, guys. Ooh, there's so much bath bomb dust in the air, I'm gonna die. And this one is the Goddess Bath Bomb. Honestly, Robbie, once again, you have blown me away with your generosity. You are the sweetest soul. Ah, ripping this bag. And you are the kindest, and I'm dying. Thank you so much to Robbie, Jade, Safina, Britt and Maura for everything present in this little haul today. I have been spoiled on this random Thursday, and honestly it's put a massive smile on my face, which I'm going to need while I try and tackle my excessive workload. So thank you so much guys, and honestly I don't think I've ever had such a large Lush haul in my life, so thanks to Robbie and Jade for that. I'm gonna go do some work and organise my new bath bombs, and I'll come and check in with you guys when I know a little bit more about the girl in the tower.
Days are long, your car won't start. It's hard to fix it with the broken heart. I know growing up, it's not what it seems. Man, half of you is 30, half is 17. Wish we could live in the moment. It gets harder and harder to focus. We just ran, so it's harder to own it. So if it helps ya, I'm here with ya. Baby, don't you cry no more. I got 2 arms in an open door. Sure as there's a night and day, I know things are gonna be okay. You and I are the same, ain't a thing that could change us. We're just riding a wave, play the game but it played us. No sleep, you got your eyes wide open. It's scary like a sci-fi show, and you're cruising down the I-5 hoping that for once the time will fly by slower. Wish we could live in the moment. It gets harder and harder to focus. We just ran, so it's harder to own it. So if it helps ya, I'm here with ya. Baby, don't you cry no more. I got 2 arms in an open door. Sure as there's a night and day, I know things are gonna be okay. Baby, don't you cry no more. I got 2 arms in an open door. Sure as there's a night and day, I know things are gonna be okay. My sophomore year, I had my broken heart. You were my biggest fear, and then you watched me run out of all the right things to say, still finding reasons to stay with you. Gave you a call because I needed a ride, and never thought I'd be with you in your passenger side. And now we're driving downtown. Baby, you make me feel young, like I just turned 21, yeah. I don't mind if you stay on my side and never let go. I don't mind if you stay all the time, I'll never let go. Like, while we're up in my room, I'm laughing. Your feet are too small when you try on my shoes, and then you search my face now. Well, I could tell you're not done, and I would usually run, but I don't mind if you stay on my side and never let go. I don't mind if you stay all the time.
Should I just do 10 minutes sprint for the last one, and then have 10 minutes talk at the end?
Up to you. You are.
We'll do 10 minutes.
Sure.
We are I'm judge, jury and executioner. Todd, I need one
And
back.
how much you're in for your book?
I do, but you want to finish it?
Ow. Oh my god. I'm lying on my Xbox headset and controller. Hey, so it is, oh wow, shadows everywhere. So it is 1 AM now on technically Monday morning. I've spent my evening playing Fortnite again. I haven't really checked in with you guys since like Thursday, I think. I've done a little bit of B-roll, but I haven't done any speaking updates because I've been reading The Girl in the Tower, but I have been slumping so hard. I just posted my mid-month wrap-up where I said that I am slumping quite a bit, and yeah, that's pretty much the reason, so I haven't really been updating you guys. I am on page 215 of this now. I joined in with Gavin's Believe-a-thon Instagram lives that he was doing with Jade, and there were some reading sprints in that. And now that I'm actually picking this book up and reading it, I'm really enjoying it. I've been reading like 30 pages a day, like my slump is real bad, but I have read just about 100 today, and I'm about to go to bed and do some more reading. I'm loving this book. I love Morozko. I love Morozko so much. I really love the writing in this, and I love the characters. I'm not going to say much more than that on it at this moment because I will just be repeating myself at the start of next week's vlog. But yeah, page 215 of this, lagging behind and everything, slumping hard, and at the beginning of next week's vlog I will tell you my full thoughts and feelings on this. So on that low note, or high note because I'm enjoying the book, but low note because I don't really have much to update you on, I'm going to wrap up this vlog now and I'm going to head to bed and carry on reading. Before I head out, I just want to say once again a huge thank you to glassesusa.com for sponsoring this video, and if you are looking for any glasses or would like to check out their brand, then all of the links plus an exclusive offer will be in my description box. But aside from that, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog if you've made it this far. If you have, don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.